Yo, how we feeling? RG112 here, and we are back with Cyphtalk 2. Yes, Cyphtalk 2 Storytime Edition. Today, I'll be telling you guys about, as it says in the title, how I joined one of New York City's biggest pyramid schemes ever. They literally call the entire building the Scampire because the whole building is full of 5 fucking floors of pyramid schemes and MLM scams. So let's get into it. Now, before people start calling me dumb in the comments for falling for this, you're not completely wrong. I am dumb. But for you to completely understand how it is I fell for this, you need to understand a little bit of background. So my last post is talking about being post-grad. So yes, I graduated a little, maybe a year ago. Or not, no. Not a year ago. I graduated about 8 months ago. So I've been looking for a job. Now, if those of you who don't really know, the job market is not looking too great. I've been getting rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection. It's like every day I wake up, the 2 notifications I'm getting is Chase telling me that my bank account's under 100 and, oh, unfortunately we moved on with another candidate. It's very defeating out there. It's very defeating. Okay, to put it plainly, a kid was desperate, bro. Like, I wanted bread. I wanted to start stacking. I wanted to put something fancy on the resume, and I thought this was it. So I graduated with a communications and business marketing degree, right? So I was looking for a business marketing position. Now I'm looking on LinkedIn and shit like that. I see this place, marketing associate position, entry level marketing. Now, for those of you that are looking for entry level stuff, you know that to find a genuine entry level job that requires you to actually just have like little experience or none is very rare. Most of these entry level jobs are asking for like 2 to 3 years of experience. Fraud. So I applied to this shit. I'm like, all right, bet. Like, good job. So a couple days go by, and I hear back from this place. They email me. They go, RJ, we reviewed your resume, and we'd like to send you in and give you a proper interview. I'm like, bet. I'm hyped. When can I get an interview? They gave me a list of options. I'm like, bet. I choose to go in on Saturday. Now, I'm not going to give the name of this company. Should I? Let me think about it. I'm not going to give the name of this company. I don't know if they can sue me or whatever, even though what they're doing is illegal, I think. I don't know, but I'm going to keep it all anonymous. So, I go to this place on Saturday. Now, mind you, I go to this place. Suit, tie, blazer, jacket. I mean, I was looking flea. I was looking flea as a bitch. I put on the YSL cologne. Like, I was smelling good. Smelling so good that the interviewer even told me, you have to go to the to tell me I smelled good. So that's how I was feeling in this place. Like, I was getting this job whether they liked it or not. So I get there early, get there at 1:30 when my interview is at 2. And the guy interviews me. He brings me in, young guy. Very young guy. Like, a year younger than me. I'm 23, so he was 22. He was a young guy. So I go in there, and we low-key start hitting it off. He didn't even really ask me questions first. He was just asking how I am, talking about how I smell good. I was telling him, like, oh yeah, this is the best Christmas gifts I ever gotten. Like, we're low-key just shooting the shit. Now, off rep, I'm like, dude, this dude's mad chill. So then he starts getting into the questions. He asked me questions, you know, the usual, like, oh, what do you do in your free time? This and that. Tell me about your degree. You know, the normal questions, right? But the one thing we never talked about in the interview was what the job entails. We never talked about he explained what the company is. He's like, oh yeah, we're a marketing company. We track KPIs. We do analytical stuff. But never actually talked about the job itself, which I thought was a little odd. Didn't think anything of it at the time. But the interview, 10 to 15 minutes, very short, very easy. And he's like, all right, well, it was really nice to meet you. Now, if you get the job, we will call you back at 6 p.m. So I'm like, all right, bet. These guys are going to call me back at 6 p.m. Right. So I leave at 3, get home, wait till 6. It's 6, no call. Wait till 7. Wait till 7, no call. Wait till 8, no call. So I'm like, oh, word. So I just didn't get the job. So I was a little disappointed, not gonna lie. Whatever, I kept it moving. Then the weekend passes, now it's Monday. So it's been like 3 days or 2 days since that interview. And I get a random text. Hey, RJ, can you come in? Hey, they text me on like Sunday. Hey, RJ, can you come in on fucking coming on Monday at 9:15 so we can do the second interview and give you a shadow of the day. And I was like, I can't do that. I gotta do Tuesday. So like, all right, Tuesday works. So I go in Tuesday at 10, right? I go Tuesday at 10 a.m. Go up again, empty office. Now both times I go here, it is an empty office. Empty office, not a lot of people, which I thought was a little odd, right? But I chalked it up to, oh wait, maybe the company's new, because it said the company was new. So I was like, oh, maybe the company's new, and they're just like doing a whole rehiring process, so they don't have a lot of people yet. So I didn't think anything of it. Go to the second interview, long ass interview this time. They're asking, he's giving me a presentation on the company. He's like telling me all about just like its upbringings, like just he gives me even like a mini presentation on the different types of marketing, direct, indirect, B2B, social, event, all this bullshit, like quite literally all this bullshit that had nothing to do with the job. After the presentation, he asked me some of the questions I do remember him asking is what's 3 things you describe yourself. If you had to take away one thing, what would be the last thing that you'd keep there? Just like normal basic stuff. But again, like he just didn't talk about the job. Like we never actually spoke much about the job itself. Like it was just like about random bullshit. After he's done asking me all the questions, right? The last thing that happens is he's like, all right, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna leave here, you gotta answer a questionnaire on the presentation I just gave you, and then we'll call you back in. I was like, all right. So I leave, sit down, finish the questionnaire, whatever, fly through it, and I'm sitting there waiting for like 15 minutes, and then the big boss comes in. She's like, all right, come in, RJ. Boss is blonde, white lady, not gonna drop her name, so we'll call her Molly. So Molly sits me down and is then asking the real question, like, oh, why do you want to be in marketing? Or how can you control your expectations? She's asking me like, oh, why should we invest in you? Like, oh, do you have an entrepreneur? Like, she's asking the real questions, right? So I was like, okay, now we're getting more legit. I sit there, I'm like bullshitting my way through. You know how it is, just saying some bunch of shit. Now, after she asked me all those questions, right? She goes, all right, wait here. Steps outside, grabs the other dude. They're both talking for a minute. I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs. They both come back in, sit down. They look at me and they go, "You got the job." And I was like, "Oh, nice, nice." And like, "Yeah, you got the job and you're starting tomorrow." And I was like, "Whoa." Now this is where red flags really start going off, because if you go to any normal job, they're not gonna be like, "You're starting tomorrow." They're gonna be like, "Oh, we can start you maybe in a week or a couple days. Like you don't have to answer right now if you want to accept a job. Like you can email us when you're ready to move forward." That's what a normal job does. They don't just say, "Yeah, you're starting tomorrow." So that already threw me off rip. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? I was like, whatever. So I shake their hand. They're smiling at me like this. I'm like, okay, yeah. I guess I'm starting tomorrow. Mind you, I just want to make bread. So I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm starting tomorrow. That's fine. I just want to make bread. So I leave there, go back home, go to sleep, and wake up eager for the next day. 6 a.m., catch the 722, get to Grand Central at 7:50, walk my ass there. Now I'm there at 8:10 in the morning. Crack of dawn. I go up the elevator, doors open, I walk in. Niggas, everybody in suits, like niggas is in suits, blaring music, dumb loud. You can barely even hear yourself think. Everybody's fucking in a circle chanting kumbaya bullshit. Not exaggerating. I wish I was exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. Literally, we crowd up in a circle at 8:15 in the morning. We're crowding around in the circle, and they're all like, "Who are we? Our sales team. What are we gonna sell? Internet." Fucking screaming. Fucking like, "Alright, give a clap for this guy who sold 1,900. This guy sold 1,000. What are we?" Dude, like, kumbaya bullshit at 8 a.m. Like, there's nothing wrong with some team positivity, but it's like, bro, it was giving coal. It was giving coal. I was like, what? Hello, guys, are none of us tired? Are none of us tired? So then, after the kumbaya bullshit, then you get a debrief. So then this other nigga in the suit, he's like, alright, grab some notebooks. I was like, okay, yeah. Ryan, like, I'm ready to take some questions. I'm ready to be a goat at whatever this is. So I grabbed the notebook. And he's like, we're gonna go over some shit. And he's like, okay. He's talking about, like, the law of averages. He's like, alright, so the law of averages say, if you see 60 to 80 businesses, you'll speak to 10 to 15 owners, and you'll close 1 to 3 deals. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, damn, 60 to 80 sounds like a lot. So I said out loud, I was like, oh, like, in a week? Like, see 60 to 80 in a week? He's like, no, in a day. I was like, nigga, in a day? 60? Do you want 60? And I'm like, what? And I'm in my head going over. I'm like, wait, what are we doing? Mind you, the thing on LinkedIn said marketing associate. It advertised you doing analytical bullshit in an office. I'm like, what are these guys talking about? I'm like genuinely confused. And so basically, he's like, no, 60 to 80 in a day. I'm like, okay. And then, as he's talking to us, this is what also strikes me really weird. This thing is going to say, he's going to be like, alright, in some rules of the office, like, you got to always be smiling when you're here. Like, everyone has bad days. Like, we get it if you have a bad day, but you can't not smile. You can't not smile. He was like dead. He was dead serious. He was like dead serious. That's the crazy thing. I was like, bro, I was like, ha. He's like, yeah, there you go. Just like that. And I was like, bro, what is this place? Like, actually, none of you niggas are real. Genuinely. None of you guys are real. So, we do the kumbaya bullshit, we do the debriefs, and then they give me a packet, and they're like, alright, here are your lines. I'm like, lines? Nigga, is this a play? Lines? What are we doing? I still don't know what is going on. I don't know what we are doing. I'm just confused. I'm naked and afraid at this point. Like, I just don't know what's going on, right? So, he's like, here's your lines, let's practice them. And it's basically like, hey, I'm a new executive in the town, and your town just got greenlit for Starlink Wi-Fi. And it's just this bullshit about selling motherfuckers Wi-Fi. And I was like, dude, what are we, like, selling? And so now, we're going over the lines, and now it's like 9:30. Now we're ready to activate. The whole squad leaves. Basically, the entire office leaves, and we're going outside. Now I'm chilling outside, and my guy that I'm supposed to be with, he's like, alright, just wait outside, like, I'll come see you. I was like, word. Another one of the guys come out, he's like, yo, what's your name? I was like, oh, Marjorie. He's like, oh, I'm X and Y. Like, do you, like, know what we're doing today? I was like, not really. Like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, well, basically, we're gonna just go door to door, like, business to business, and sell shit. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, like, that's, like, the whole name of the game. I was like, so where? He's talking about, oh, I'll see you in Jersey City. I was like, in New Jersey? Nigga, we're in Manhattan. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Turns around and leaves. I was like, dude. I was like, bro, what the hell are we doing? So this guy comes down. He's like, alright, we out. We leave. And we're going on our way to Jersey City. And I'm asking this dude, I'm like, so, like, what are we doing here? Right? And he's like, oh, well, you know, we're just gonna go in and get our commission. So this is how the pay shit works, right? So you make $200 a week during training. You make $200 a week during training, right? And during the first 4 weeks of training, or the first 4 weeks that you're hired, if you show up late once, then you can't get the normal amount. So the $200 is the lower end, and you could be making $500 a week plus commission. But if you show up late once, then you can't get the $500 a week. You will be stuck to the $200 a week plus commission. $200 a week. And then the rest of your pay is commission. And it goes in rolls, right? So there's the fucking... There's the account executive as the beginning role. Then you go to a hiring, then you go to a corporate trainer. And after a corporate trainer, you're assistant manager. And after a manager, assistant manager, then you're a manager. So basically the name of the game is all these dudes are hustling to climb this corporate ladder as fast as possible, right? That's their business model. But the kicker is even though you're climbing the ladder, you don't actually make any more money. You don't actually have any benefits. We were going over the contract. You get no 401k, no healthcare, no sick days off, no vacation days, unpaid fucking holidays. Like, it's just like a bullshit job. It is a bullshit job, and the hours are 8 to 6. 8 to 6. The hours are 8 to 6, and you're getting paid $200 a week plus your commission. So if you don't sell shit, you're not eating. You're not paying your rent. You're just not. Sorry. Sorry. Like, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. But Kumbaya's at 9. Wait, but Kumbaya's at 9. Like, bro. So we're about to go to Jersey. And I'm asking this guy. I'm like, dude, so what's the point? Like, do you make more money when you upgrade? And he's like, oh, no. So once you become a corporate trainer, then you can start your team. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, and once you have a full team of 5, then you get to be an assistant manager. And I was like, okay. And he's like, once you're assistant manager, then you can manage your own team. And I was like, okay, but like, how are you getting a team? He was like, oh yeah, because we do interviews. I was like, what do you mean you do interviews? He was like, oh, well, I did the interview the other day. The guy that interviewed you, I had to do it because he was starting a new team. Like, all of us are doing interviews for the company. I was like, why the fuck are you guys conducting interviews? Why are the employees conducting interviews to other employees? That's when I realized these guys are just trying to hire as much people as humanly possible. So they incentivize you to make a team of people, of underlings, to work for you, so they can have more slaves, basically. So they can have more internet slaves to go sell their bullshit in Jersey City and elsewhere. So as I'm realizing that, I'm like, wait, this is not an actual job. This is not an actual job. I didn't want to believe it, so I was gonna give it a shot. I was gonna give it a chance. So we get to Jersey City, mind you, after this guy led us to the wrong train twice. We get to Jersey City, and then we start slinging, bro. We literally go from store to store to store. We were in one place for an hour and a half trying to install this internet. And the thing is, he was installing the internet, and these guys realized that the internet that we were installing, that we told them was good, reliable internet, was worse than the internet that they already had. So the dude, my trainer, had to come up with a lie. To not fumble the deal and give them the shitty internet. So we're just literally going around from business to business to business, scamming people. We're basically scamming people, and we are not leaving these people alone. We're in their store for like 10 minutes a pop, just like trying to hustle them this internet, this bullshit ass internet. And I shit you not, we were just walking around all day doing that for like 8 hours all day. We were doing that all fucking day, and I wanted to die. It was the worst ever. It was actually the worst. So we're finishing up, right? We're like going through the day. We're slinging this bullshit, getting told to fuck off sometimes. Other times, he made a band that day. He made money, but it was just like, it's just not what you signed up for. That's not what I signed up for. Like, they don't tell you that that's what you're doing. They don't tell you that you're. If I would have known that I was running around all day selling people shitty fucking Wi-Fi, scamming people, I would have never did that. I would have never did that. I just would have never did that. Why would anybody willingly do that if they know what the fuck's going on? But they sell you this dream of you're being an entrepreneur. Like, oh, no, you get to make your own team. But the people at the top are the ones eating. The rest of the people at the bottom are just being treated like slaves. Cattle. It's just like, it's just crazy. And these niggas genuinely believe in the process. I was like, this is insane. So boom, we're leaving, right? We're dipping, and we're going on the train back after just all day fucking doing that bullshit. And I'm talking to the dude. It's like, hey, you didn't do too bad today. You didn't do too bad for your first day. I was like, all right, thanks, man, I appreciate it. And he's like, you just gotta remember your lines. So I'm like, oh yeah, don't worry, like, I'll try my best. And he was like, are you gonna get them memorized by tonight? And I was like, yeah, I'll shoot for it. Just said it like that, plainly. I was just like, I'll shoot for it. And he looks me dead in my eyes. He's like, don't say that. I'm like, what? He's like, don't say that. Say yes. Say you'll have them memorized by tonight. I'm like, yo, nigga, what the fuck is good with you, bro? And I was like, yeah, I'll have it done by tonight. He's like, good. And he goes back to normal and acts like he didn't just switch gears. I was like, bro, this job is fucking weird. This job is fucking weird, bro. So after that long ass day, I get back to that dumbass office because you gotta go back to the office to do a debrief. You get kumbayas in the morning and then a debrief at the end. And I get on there. I see them sitting around in a circle like this. Like that, like dead ass like that. Standing around in that motherfucking circle, and I'm like, oh, what's up? And they're like, oh, hey. How's your first day? Sorry you got back so late. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, don't worry, it's good. And they're like, how much of a discount if they want 3 lines? And I was like, oh, $100? And I was like, what if they want 3 lines and keep the same device and keep their number? Asking me these questions about their dumbass Wi-Fi fucking policies. I answered 2 questions and she's like, you're free to go. See you tomorrow. And I was like, you never gonna see me yet. You never gonna see me yet. You never gonna see me yet. Go in the elevator. And I'm fucking going back, right? And my friend before was blowing on my phone, but I didn't really get to look at the text. So I look at the text. And it was basically this place. It was a bunch of reviews that people had given on Reddit about this place. And there was people on Reddit talking about how this place is a scam, pyramid scheme. The day prior. Like literally, shit. Oh, it's 15 days ago, 10 days ago, 6 days ago, 1 day ago. People on Reddit talking about how they all had these same similar experiences with the kumbaya bullshit, the bait and switch bullshit, and it just not being what it's fucking advertised to be. I'm looking at this Reddit and I'm like, no way I got baited, bro. No way I actually got baited. I hop on the train to go back home, bro. And it's like 7:30 at night at this point, 7:30 p.m. I'm telling my boy about it. I'm literally texting him. I'm like, dude, like this stupid ass shit, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, oh, dude, that same thing happened to me. And he's explaining the same thing that they did to him. And he lives, mind you, he lives on Long Island. So I was like, this is a actual genuine problem. Doing that same bullshit. I was like, bro, they did the same thing to him. They glaze you. OD, they fucking glaze you. They're like, oh my god, you seem so smart. Like, you're gonna be so good at this job. All day my trainer was glazing me, bro. He's like, dude, you're so attentive. Like, you understand. You're so observant. Like, you so this, RJ. You're so happy to sign you, bro. They glaze you. They fucking butter you up to make you feel like you're gonna be the next prodigy. Like, you're gonna be the fucking next Elon Musk. You're gonna be the richest man in the fucking world. You're gonna reinvent Tesla and fucking shove it up your ass. It's literally what they fucking act like. And it's like, I like fell for it. I fell for the bait, bro. I was down. I really wanted a job. I wanted to feel like I could be good at something, and I was a sucker. But so now I'm just coming home, and I'm staying up all night on Reddit, just fucking looking at all the people that have the same. And apparently this company changes their name so often that you never actually know what the original company that started this shit is. They change their name so often. They're like, well, I don't even know what the name is anymore. But the whole address is just known. They call it Scampire. They literally call it Scampire because the whole building is known for having a full umbrella full of scams. All with different companies, names with different shit. But all just under one big company that owns them is just trying to run a whole big scam. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I fell for the bait. So I knew I had to quit. But I was kind of scared because I already gave them my fucking social security and like my account number and shit, like all that shit. So I was like a little scared. But I was like, whatever. So I go to sleep, wake up the next day. Fucking text the dude that hired me. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm not coming back. He doesn't reply, and then calls me at 8:30 in the morning, because that's like when you're supposed to be there, like by the latest, like 8:30. I don't pick up. My heart is beating out of my chest, because I'm like, oh my god, dude, like gonna like find me and kill me and jump me and like skin me alive or something. But he never calls back. So, and that's that. And that is how I spent the day, and one of the biggest pyramid schemes, and fell for it like a dummy in New York City. Don't fall for that. It's not worth it. You get no benefits. It's not a real job. You get paid dirt pay. You work fucking Monday through Saturday, like 9 hours a day, doing like fucking 50-hour weeks for no pay. Don't fall for that like I did, bro. That's why. And that, if there's anything to take away from this video, it's like, don't fall for any schemes. Don't be silly like me. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace on the streets. Sam.